Well, we've basically got a set of goals that were established, the Millennium Development Goals. We have targets related to those and some relatively simple indicators that we use to measure whether or not people have access to an improved water or sanitation facility. And the information comes from national level household surveys, and that is used to compare rates of progress across different countries around the world. I suppose one of the strengths is it's a relatively simple system. It's a simple target. It's do you have it or do you not have it. It's quite easy for people to understand, for the media and for politicians. And so it has succeeded in drawing attention to the issue, the scale of the water and sanitation problem. And we have made some progress in recent years in starting to address it. We heard at the beginning of this year that the water target has been met, but we haven't seen the same sort of progress on sanitation, which is still lagging a long way behind. I suppose one of the criticisms is that it's very simple. It's basically using two simple indicators. Do you have or do you not have access to an improved facility? And that doesn't really tell us anything about the quality of the water provided. It doesn't really tell us anything about whether or not the system is sustainable over time. And also it just generates average figures. So we know the total of number of people with access, but we don't know where they are, and we don't know the differences in access across the population. The other thing is that quite often national governments are using a different set of data in order to measure progress within the water and sanitation sector. So there's potential for confusion in terms of those different data sources, and reconciling those, bringing the different data sources together and agreeing common definitions and indicators for measuring progress is a real challenge. Well, at the moment we have 4 working groups. There's a working group on water, there's also one on sanitation, one on hygiene, and one on equity and non-discrimination, which is a cross-cutting issue which comes out of the recognition of the human right to water and sanitation from 2010. So each of those 4 working groups will be looking at the existing monitoring system and proposing ways in which it could be improved. And those technical proposals will then be put forward at the end of 2012 and will feed into a much wider debate about what sort of goals and targets and indicators we want beyond 2015. They may be human development goals, they may be sustainable development goals, and there are really important questions about how they all fit together. And for the time being, we don't know, but all we can do is to make sure that those decisions are informed by a good, strong technical analysis of what we like and don't like about the existing system. There is a great opportunity for us to come up with a better set of goals and targets and indicators which will help to raise our ambition and to drive forward progress on water and sanitation. So we should be ambitious, but at the same time we also need to ensure that there is some continuity with what has gone before. So when politicians set a new set of targets, they need to know what the current situation is, and we need to show how what we do in future links to what we've already achieved.